Yeah, I know, I'm late to the party, very late to the party, but you have no idea how much I've been going through getting this new gear set up, but we are back on the content grind. I'm ready to talk about some Fortnite. I'm ready to talk about some Disney, guys. Let's talk about Fortnite and the recent news. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. So again, I just want to apologize, everybody. I know I've had a video up before this, but I just want to apologize for the lack of content, lack of communication. Things should be back to normal now. I'm ready to go. But, so, obviously, Disney has bought into Epic Games, which is shocking to me. And I know that you guys have heard the videos before. I'm just out to give my opinion about it. And I would love to, honestly, know what you guys think about it down below. And I'll probably end up making it a reply room, to be honest with you. But, initial thoughts is, this worries me. This worries me a lot, okay? Because Disney has ruined so many things that they have had their hands on, and I'm upset about it. They've ruined Star Wars. They've ruined the greatest fictional character of all time, arguably, in Anakin Skywalker. Well, they didn't ruin him, but they've ruined the franchise that he's in. They've ruined Star Wars, man. They've ruined Marvel. Do you guys remember? Oh my God. Do you guys remember the days where you got so excited to see the next Marvel movie? I do. It was something that I really looked forward to. I loved seeing it with my wife. I loved going to movies with my family. Avengers Infinity War is the greatest movie of all time, in my opinion. And now that Disney has their fingers all over it, they've ruined it. I don't want them to do the same thing to Fortnite, man. I don't think they can because they don't have too much of a say, but they have a little bit of a say. It makes sense, and I know, like, people have been talking about this. This isn't my own original idea, but hey, remember when there was all of those skin ratings, all of a sudden, hey, I don't want you to use that skin. Hey, you can't use that skin. Everybody thought that was because of Lego. It was probably because of Disney. Probably because of Disney getting it started. But, like, man, this worries me so much. The potential's there, okay? The potential's there. There are good things that can come from this. There's a lot of great Disney IPs. There's a lot of great collaborations that could come. Like, honestly, all jokes aside, I know they've been promoting, I think it was, again, this is all rumors, but I think it's first that they're going to do is Frozen and Avatar, right? Imagine the mythics that could come from that. Imagine the vehicles that could come from that. Imagine the gameplay elements that could come from that stuff. I would love a Frozen mythic. Imagine, like, throwing that little ice thing. That'd be really hype. I would love to see that. Running on water, like, going, let it go! You know, like, I would actually have fun doing that. There's a lot of good that can come from this. I love a lot of stuff from Disney. Okay? But the negative, the possibilities of the negative is so outweighing the positive here. And guys, if you know me, I am a hugely positive guy. I'm always optimistic, but Disney, we have seen touch and have their fingers on so many things and just burn it to the ground that it upsets me, okay? Another thing that is very, I have to be very touchy with, and again, I ask you guys, for those of you who typically watch a channel, I just ask you to not draw any conclusions about my own opinions on things in mentioning this, okay? I want you to have that respect for me. I would have the same respect for you. Just don't assume anything about me. You gotta worry at any point when somebody is so focused on injecting their worldview into you, and that's something that Disney will do. That's something that Disney would absolutely do. Think about a Fortnite movie. Think about the potential for a Fortnite movie. Everybody's so excited. Hey, a Disney Plus series for Fortnite. The potential's there. Absolutely. I've wanted to see a Fortnite movie. I've wanted to see a Fortnite series for a very long time. But if Disney has their hands on it, it's not going to be about Jonesy. It's not going to be about the 0 Point. It's not going to be about Midas. It's not going to be about the Loop or anything regarding it. It's going to be a big political message, and Disney has been getting a little bit better over time with that, okay? They have been. I will draw you to Elementals, where it's very clear that Disney had a political message they wanted to push, but they still focused on making a good movie first, okay? If you're interested, I made a whole video talking about that on the Clenema channel. You can find that in the description down below, because a big thing about Elements, and I want to use this for an example, is because it's one of the recent projects that Disney has been a part of, where it's so focused on making sure everybody loves each other, right? Everybody is, hey, you don't treat anybody different just because of the way they look. And it's honestly, it's a common sense message, right? It's a common sense message, but I'm sitting here of the opinion of, what is the point? That's where I'm sitting on, and this is what I touched on my Elemental video, because what is the point? If somebody has the mindset of looking at somebody different just because of the way they look, right? And of course, I have to be careful with my terms for YouTube. If somebody's already in that mindset, making a movie, making that point isn't going to change their mind. I believe that, like, if somebody has that worldview, I don't think just making a movie with that message is going to change anybody's mind, okay? So why not focus on making a good movie? That's where I'm at with it, and that's what I don't want to see happen in my game. That's what I play Fortnite to play Fortnite, and I want to watch Fortnite content. Like, the idea that I could possibly get, or we could possibly get, my apologies for saying a Fortnite series is there. I just don't want it to be focused on something else, and that's something that Disney would do, because again, while you could have good messages in it, right? You could, there are some things that certain people could learn. There's no point in making the entire thing focus on that, and that's what Disney's probably gonna do, man. Look what I do with my channel. I take politics completely out of it. I take the controversies of the world completely out of it. And we talk about Fortnite, we talk about the thing that we love. I just don't want Epic Games to start going in that direction, man, because if Disney has a say, we know they are going to get into that stuff. And again, I really need to make this clear. I just ask that you don't assume anything about me, please. You have no idea what I think on the inside, and I don't want you just because I know where those conclusions can be drawn, okay? If I'm talking about Disney, I was very hesitant about making this video for that reason. I just want you to have that respect for me. I'm sorry that I keep pushing it. I know most of you do, but it'll really, honestly, it'll hurt my feelings if you start writing that stuff, because I don't want that to come in my comment sections. You guys don't know anything about my true beliefs. I keep that separate from YouTube. I just think that it's safe to say when one side just focuses on injecting every single worldview they have into their product, okay? We need to focus on making a game here. We don't need to focus on teaching people a lesson, because like I said in the Elementals video, there's no point. There's no point. People won't change. There's nothing you can do about it, okay? Everybody thinks the way that they think, and very few people change. Just focus on being Fortnite. In saying that, though, there are a lot of pluses that could come from Disney. Well, there could be their own open world game. Plus, I laughed so hard, by the way, because Cyan, I saw a tweet from Cyan, and you don't know that picture that came up with the Disney Islands. He's like, the 5 realities is here. And I'm like, that was actually really funny. But in all seriousness, could you imagine all the IPs that are there? Some of my favorite things to ever come out of Disney: Inside Out, Toy Story, the creative maps that could come, the game modes, the LTMs, maybe. I would like to see a comic book, by the way. If Disney wants to ever dive in, could you imagine if Disney dove into making a side series about, like, for example, the Batman comic? That was still one of my favorite things ever come out of the Fortnite storyline. What if they talk about one of their characters jumping into the loop? That would be so hype, in my opinion. What about I can't wait to see all the mythics. I don't even know what you could do for Toy Story. Could you have the Buzz Lightyear ship? Fly that around like a helicopter? That'd be really fun. Oh, the potential is literally endless. Literally endless. I wonder, like, one of my favorite things ever from Disney is Inside Out. So I wonder if there's something that they could do. Like, is there a mythic that you could come from Inside Out? I don't think there really is. Yeah, because I was just thinking, like, oh, maybe you could throw those, like, memory balls at people, but is that really interesting? No. I just want them to make Inside Out. You can't even make an icon skin, or, I mean, a crossover skin of Inside Out. But honestly, like, I want to, like, actually look this up, like, different random Disney IPs, because this is so cool for what you could possibly do. I was also reading a bunch of really funny comments, because I've seen a lot of stuff where it's like, just the top comments where it's like, I swear to God, if I get boxed by that kid from Up, like, it's just, again, the potential is really there. You could have some Peter Pan stuff. This, honestly, I saw a lot of people talking about a Star Wars Season 2. I'm actually going to just focus this way because I'm bringing up some Disney stuff on my own screen here, but like all of the different things that Disney owns. And guys, I'm a big fan of crossovers. I think crossovers have been great for Star Wars. I just looked at Star Wars for Disney. I know this video is a little bit of a mess, guys. Sorry. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm having doubts talking about this video because I don't want people to assume anything about me in the comment sections, right? But all of the stuff that they own, that would be so cool. There's so much stuff here, man. There's so much stuff here. I'm just scrolling through all the Disney IPs right now. They literally own parts of everything here. Everything. And I know people have been talking about, too, the idea of finally being able to get a Star Wars season or another Marvel season. I still think Black Winter could very well be coming to continue that storyline. That would be very, very cool. But, like, even I want to look up, like, old Disney movie. The old Disney movies that you could have, right? Or old Disney shows. Like, you could even go into, like, stuff like Wizards of Waverly Place. You know, they have so much potential here. WALL-E, imagine that. Have the ship from WALL-E as a POI, or have those little, like, scrolly wheelchairs that people had in WALL-E. I know they would probably not do that now that I'm thinking about it, but man, I know this is all over the place. But what about, like, Big Hero 6? That'd be so cool. There's a lot of plus to this Disney stuff and all of the stuff that actually could come. Tangled be hype. I'm a big fan of Tangled. Could you imagine? Oh my god. Oh my god. Bring me Gaston. Bring me Gaston. Nobody boxes like Gaston. Nobody one pumps like Gaston. Nobody gets victory royales like Gaston. I love it, man. The potential for all of the collabs, the POIs that they could have, the seasons that they could have. There is a lot of plus to this Disney stuff, but I just worry about Disney having their fingers in other collabs. Like, what if Epic Games was going to collab with somebody else, and then Disney was like, nah, I don't want that. And I understand, like, I don't know off the top of my head how much say they have, but knowing Disney, they're going to work their way up to maybe having a big say or the majority of the say. I've just seen some of my favorite things ever fall into the hands of Disney and get completely ruined, and I know I'm not alone in thinking that, so that makes me worry. I worry about this. There's big pluses to this. There's big negatives to this. At least we got a couple years until it comes, right? But then again, I don't know. Maybe they'll start doing stuff now about it. Coco! What about Coco? Oh my god, imagine using Mama Coco as a skin. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Alright, I've been rambling enough about this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Content's back to normal. I'm excited to be back. Look out for streams. Look out for videos. We're going to be back on the grind, making it all the way to the top, guys. So while you're here, though, check out this video on screen for you right now. I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.